It's 5 a.m. here in Gravelines beach in France, where around 80 to 100 migrants have just got into a motor dinghy behind me, ready to make their way to British shores. They're watched on by about 10 police officers, all in riot gear, just watching on, doing absolutely nothing. They say they can't do anything once the migrants are in the water because it's too dangerous. Now, there is actually one adult with a toddler on their shoulders. There in the group you can see behind me who have missed the boat.
We will be ending the costly use of hotels to house asylum seekers in this Parliament.
Hello, Jack Elson here, political editor of The Sun, and we've just had Rachel Reeves' big flagship spending review, where she spent billions and billions of pounds, about 113 billion pounds worth of borrowing, about 190 billion pounds in day-to-day spending for department budgets, above what the Tories spent. And she was absolutely unashamed in doing so. And I think what this means is that we are back to the sort of old Labour comfort blanket of high taxes, high borrowing, and high spending. She didn't seem to mind doing all of that, I think because she wants to plough a lot of money into what she calls her national renewal projects. NHS, defence, justice, getting the lion's share of this funding while other departments really face a squeeze. I think she wants to combat accusations from some of her Labour MPs, some of her voters, that she's been a bit frugal in the past few months since becoming Chancellor, really trying to revive her fortunes in what has been a pretty tough 11 months in the job. In a poll yesterday even showed that only 12% of people think that she is doing a good job. But what this means, by running the economy so hot, if she doesn't get that fabled growth which she's been banking on since she got the job last year, then she could have to come back for more tax rises in the autumn. And her opposite number, Tory Shadow Chancellor Mel Stride, has called her the spend now, tax later Chancellor. And many voters will now be wondering whether they are in for more tax raids later down the line, later this year. The other really interesting thing about her speech today was what she had to say about illegal migration, because she said that she would end costly asylum hotels by the next election, by 2029. Now, on the surface, that may seem a good thing. However, many people would think that if you're still using migrant hotels in 4 years' time, that's not good enough. That budget needs to be wrestled down now. And by the time of the next election, we would still have spent £12.6 billion in that period on asylum costs, according to the Treasury's own documents today, and £2.5 billion in 2029 alone, even when the asylum hotels have stopped, according to Rachel Reeves. There's some big questions here about illegal migration, not least the fact that they're going to have to put illegal migrants somewhere if they haven't managed to stop the crossings by that time. And the crossings so far show no signs of abating whatsoever. And once again, the French police are not doing very much about it.